Hello and welcome back to the second season of Playmo High. The sun is shining and the birds... Yes, but stop. This is actually somewhere I would rather not visit. The Playmo City jail.
Hey, Eddie, you're getting a roommate. Frog Eye or something.
Fisheye. Captain Fisheye.
Hey, buddy. You've arrived just in time. Breakfast will be served soon. Today it's tuna salad.
Revolting. I don't eat fish. No matter, I'll be getting a cheeseburger in a moment.
No, really? Do they cook specifically for you?
Yesterday in New York, a piece of Mars was auctioned for more than 200,000 Playmo dollars. The piece, weighing no more than 3 chocolate bars, comes from a meteorite that landed in the Moroccan desert.
Wow. You can earn 200,000 Playmo dollars for 3 bars of Martian rock? I would like to get my hands on those. 200,000 Playmo dollars. Well,
At the end of the year, Robert will set off on the first Playmo mission to Mars.
Hey, that's me.
Robert was only recently in the headlines when bank robber Eddie Maloney wanted to use him to rob a bank.
You tried to use a robot to rob the bank? I would have never expected that from you. What? Why?
Breakfast, gentlemen.
Not for me. 3, 2, 1. You're coming with me. Me? No way. Yes, you are. You are going to help me to find this robot. But first, let's get out of here. Come on, to my hideout. But I'm afraid of flying. I'll get sick.
Oh my goodness. I couldn't say anything at all for a minute there. Where will Captain Fisheye take Eddie? And why does he need Robert? Well, we will find out soon enough. And look, there's Bennett. In the hospital? Cool. That helicopter is flying really low.
Bennett, we are here because we want to take a look at the baby, not at helicopters.
Oh, I should probably correct the calculated date of birth. Your daughter will certainly arrive before New Year's Eve.
Your daughter? Then that means... Yippee! We're getting a baby sister!
I would have preferred a little brother.
Watch what you say. We girls are now in the majority.
And our little bundle of joy will arrive before the new year? Well, that's super. Then Robert will get to meet the baby after all.
What do you mean, after all?
Oh yes, I hadn't actually told you yet. Robert will set off on his journey to Mars on New Year's Eve.
What?
Yes, but you all knew that, right? Didn't you?
But darling, you could have told us a little sooner. I don't want Robert to fly away.
Robert was built to travel to Mars.
Well, I want Robert to stay with us. Can another robot fly to Mars instead?
That's not possible, Lisa. You know that.
You are making me wet. Robert does not need to be cleaned or watered.
Hey, Robert, I am sad. Don't you understand that? Lisa, oh dear, that really was a little insensitive, Robert. A little more emotion would have been nice.
Why insensitive? And which emotion?
Perhaps I should program Robert so that he can experience feelings. That's probably a pretty good idea.
Excuse me, is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh, no, thank you. I think we will just leave now.
What a commotion, and so early in the morning. First the jailbreak, then an argument with the Parkers. And now Mr. Parker also wants to program Robert to feel emotions? I hope that works out. It's a good thing that classes today, the first day of school after the vacation, start a little later than usual. Ah, I can see Bennett and his friends. But where is Lisa? That's strange. Lisa should have been here long ago.
Maybe she is already in the classroom?
Ouch!
Bullseye! Yes!
Ah, what are you doing? Oh man, it is really dangerous to throw things out of the window. I really should tell the teacher about this. Where is he? Ah, he's coming now. Mr. Coleman! Mr. Coleman! I have no time. I need to speak to my students urgently. Hey, Lisa, there you are. We were worried about you.
I needed some time alone to think about things. I really don't want Robert to fly to Mars.
What is he holding there in his hand? It looks like a wanted poster. Ahem. Could everyone please listen? The bank robber Eddie Maloney has broken out of jail together with Captain Fisheye. The police are asking residents of Playmo City to contact them immediately if they notice anything suspicious. A large reward is offered for any information.
Cool! A reward!
Don't get your hopes up, Darren. Captain Fisheye has a huge underwater fortress. It certainly won't be easy to track down these villains.
Wow, this is pretty wild. Naturally, it's a little different from my scrapyard. Scrapyard? Well, what I meant was my trailer. So where do we find this robot of yours? Yes, well, that's a good question.
And I thought we had gotten rid of Eddie once and for all. The main thing is that he doesn't get his hands on Robert again.
Then we have to get Robert to safety for good this time, so he is safe from Eddie and the Mars mission. Why safe from the Mars mission? I don't want Robert to fly to Mars. We have to stop it.
What is Lisa planning? Surely she doesn't intend kidnapping Robert. Ooh, the Parkers' house is really comfortable. And soon, Robert will also feel the same way. That reminds me, let's see how Robert is doing now. I'm really curious to see if Mr. Parker can figure out those emotions. Psst, I can hear voices in the study.
Do you notice anything yet?
Robert notices lots of things. My memory has a total of 150 terabytes.
No, I mean, do you feel anything yet?
Yes, the room temperature is 73.7 degrees and...
No, that's not what I mean.
It seems Mr. Parker hasn't cracked it just yet. Then I can go back to the school. Oh, school is out already.
Then we'll capture these guys and collect a big reward.
Well, I'm going to go shopping with all that money.
Yes, but how are we going to catch them?
We have to think of something so that Robert can stay with us. Have you thought of anything yet? Not yet, unfortunately. But somehow, we will stop Robert flying to Mars. We? Well, that should be fun.
What if we just talk to Dad again?
There's no point. You heard him.
Help! What's this?
Something must have gone wrong with the programming.
Everything is so wonderful here.
It certainly is, dear Robert. It's particularly nice at the moment. Let's hope it stays that way.
So give us a quick thumbs up now. Arr.
Hello, and welcome to Playmo City. Phew! Finally, all is calm again at the Parkers. Mr. Parker finally succeeded in programming Robert's feelings. That makes Robert the world's first robot that can feel things. Listen.
What a wonderful day. I feel just fantastic. And I'm looking forward to school.
Really? Well, I'm also excited about today. We are going on a trip to Dinosaur Park.
And today, we are learning the polyadic number system to base 3.
Could that be any more exciting?
Everyone has their own likes and dislikes. That's what I think. And now, you all need to get going.
Before we begin the lesson, I would like to introduce a new student. This is B25 Alpha. Is everything okay?
It almost looks as if Robert has suffered a short circuit. Maybe someone should tell Mr. Parker? Oh no, he's just driving Bennett and Lisa to the dinosaur park. Cool, that looks like a real jungle temple.
Wow, I'd really like to see it now too. But I have to get to the Space Center. We have an important test today. See you later. Have fun.
I hope he doesn't run into my dad. He's sure to give him a speeding ticket. He would be better off catching Eddie and this frog eye. Or have they already been arrested? Unfortunately not. But I think the other thief is called Fisheye. You're right, Eddie and Captain Fisheye. I completely forgot about them. Before we go into the museum with the children, let's check in quickly and see what that pair are up to. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on suspicious characters like these.
Whoa, a statue made of gold. Check it out, Fisheye.
That's the biggest gold statue ever to have been found in Playmo World.
Did you hear that? The biggest gold statue ever found. Ah, peanuts. I don't bother with small stuff like that. Small stuff? You call that small stuff? What sort of things do you go for if you call that small stuff? I am going to raid Mars. You're gonna raid what?
Mars? How on earth is Captain Fisheye going to raid Mars? That's impossible. Well, at least we won't have to worry about the gold statue then.
I'm really excited. The dinosaurs are supposed to look very realistic. Look, the gold statue is up there. It's in Playmo City for the first time.
And remember, don't touch anything. And don't be scared. Even if the dinosaurs move, they are only models.
Ooh, it's good that Mr. Coleman said that. Otherwise, I would have almost believed they were real.
These dinosaurs were around 13 meters tall. So tall that they could easily look into a window on the 3rd floor of a building.
Cool. Shame that it's not real. Then we'd be rid of those two for good. They're scared. They're scared.
What did I tell you? There's nothing to be afraid of. By the way, that is a Triceratops.
By the way, the Triceratops is one of the most well-known and most thoroughly researched dinosaurs. However, no one has yet discovered a complete skeleton of one. And there's no need to be afraid. It was an herbivore.
We're not scared. Just you wait. We'll show you.
Exactly. When we've caught the thieves. I already have an idea.
Really?
Well, think about it. If you were a thief in Playmo City, what would you want to steal?
Chocolate?
Bennett's skateboard?
No, this golden statue, of course. That's why we're going to pitch a tent here tonight. And when the thieves show up, we'll call the police and cash in the reward.
Wow! Did you come up with that all on your own?
That's not such a great idea. After all, we know that the thieves are targeting something else entirely.
What's up, Robert? Don't you want to top off your oil?
Oh no, are there problems with the programming again?
It looks like something has also gone wrong with Lisa's programming.
Yes, what's wrong with those two?
That is really strange. Everything seemed to be going so well, and now there are problems again. But speaking of problems, let's take another quick look to see how Darren and the other thief hunters are doing.
Quiet. Someone's coming. Have you figured it out yet?
Hey, why are they turning the lights out?
Oh, what's that stinking smell?
Sorry, I always have to fart when I'm nervous.
Ew, Elmar, what have you been eating? That stinks.
Psst, I heard something.
Then go and see what it was.
Me? Why me? Elmar can go.
I'm not crazy. Go yourself. So if you like this as much as I do, give us a thumbs up. And next week, we'll see what happens and what is wrong with Robert and Lisa. See ya. Till next time.
Elmar! Ew!
Hello and welcome. You are very brave to venture back to Playmo City with us today. After all, a certain person called Eddie has just broken out of jail. And Robert is still a little bit, well, how should I put it? He is still a little confused.
Ooh, isn't that a beautiful garbage truck?
We don't have time for this now. We have to get to the Space Center.
Is everything okay, darling?
I don't know how I can work like this. Robert has come completely off the rails. Can't you take him with you today?
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to my first pregnancy exercise class today. And there is no way I can bring Robert with me in that state.
Excuse me, we have to keep moving. Do you want to keep him or is he coming with us?
Robert? Under no circumstances. Of course he stays here.
What's Dad doing over there with Robert?
Is everything okay, Dad? Or do you need help?
Kids, you are just in time. Could you bring Robert to school with you today? I need to go to the Space Center urgently. We are about to carry out an important test there.
Sure.
We'd love to take him with us.
Robert, you can come to school with us. You'll love it.
You can take a ride on my cool scooter.
Everything is so wonderful here.
Is it really a good idea to take Robert to school? I'm not so sure. Somehow, I just don't have a good feeling about this.
Today is such a beautiful day.
Maybe we could hide Robert and say that he rolled away.
But where do you want to hide him? Above all, until New Year's Eve. Perhaps at Mia's house?
Look at that. Robert can do it by himself.
I don't know.
Robert goes into the school. This is going to be fantastic.
Yes, but only at recess.
Oh, rubbish. I love going to school, Robert.
Hey, look over there. Wow.
What is that tin can doing here? Shouldn't he be on Mars by now? I have an idea. Maybe we could just swap Robert for Bridget. At least we won't miss her down here when she's on Mars.
True, but she's far too stupid for all the tests they do up there.
What did you say?
Well, I think Bridget has lovely red hair.
Oh no, he's totally confused. Don't pay any attention to him. His programming is all messed up right now.
What a cozy little classroom.
He's such a dumb tin can.
Well, somehow he is actually very funny. What? We're meeting in the skate park after school. There is something we need to talk about.
The first skate park opened in Florida in 1976. That is such a long time ago. It had ramps, ledges, and railings. Cool!
But that is unbelievable! And was that this Eddie guy?
We don't know. If it was actually him, we reckon he was not alone.
One thing we do know is that Captain Fisheye is bound to try it again. This is why special security measures apply. Everything to do with the Mars mission requires special supervision.
Ah, actually, special security measures, really, everything?
Absolutely. Everything.
Yes, and, what about the robot that I am currently programming for the Mars mission? He lives with me at home. I mean, I also work with him at home.
You must not let him out of your sight for a second. Otherwise, you will be putting the success of the Mars mission at risk.
Not for a second? Yes, of course. I never do that anyway, so there's no problem there.
Uh-oh. Mr. Parker now has a huge problem on his hands. Robert is in school with Bennett and Lisa. At least, I hope so. I'd better take a look.
And do you really think it's a good idea to hide Robert until the liftoff date? They are sure to look for him. Do you have a better idea? I really don't know what else we can do.
Thank goodness I was able to find you so quickly. I need to take Robert with me. Maximum security level.
What? But we wanted to go to the skate park with Robert.
I'm really sorry. I'll explain it all later. Robert? Oh no, not again.
What a pretty little car!
they're gone, well, I guess that sorts out the problem of hiding Robert for now.
It sure does.
Then we need to come up with a new plan urgently. Oh man, it's going to be very difficult to stop Robert flying to Mars.
Actually, I don't think we need to come up with a plan at all.
Really? And why not?
Well, there's no way they can send Robert to Mars in this state. Robert, come on now! I think Patrick is probably right. Mr. Parker needs to reprogram Robert urgently. That is, as soon as he has caught him, if he catches him at all. I can't wait to see what happens next. Can you? Then give us a thumbs up. Robert, enough already. I'm counting to 3. 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4, 2 7/8. Hi and good morning. It's finally the weekend in Playmo City. Bennett and Lisa are off to Mia's birthday party soon. And what about Mr. Parker? Sadly, he has to work. That's because Robert is still not behaving the way he should.
Mr. Parker? Mr. Parker!
What?
There are really weird sounds outside.
Oh boy.
Goodness.
What was that?
I guess I should turn the fear level down a bit more. But you'll see, tomorrow Robert will have perfectly normal feelings, just like us. Come on, Lisa. We've got to go too. Otherwise, we'll be late for Mia's birthday party. Well, it must be here. Here? Are you sure? Are you sure we're on the right street? I am able to read a street sign properly. Can I help you?
Help? Oh, right. Actually, we wanted to celebrate our friend Mia's birthday with her. Does she live here?
Of course. Come in. Wow. This is one huge house. Look, they've even got 2 Porsches. Incredible. Did you know that Mia's parents were so rich?
Nah, but it's not important.
But it is cool.
Hey, it's great that you're here. Happy birthday. This is from us. Oh, lots of love from me, too. Thank you, thank you. Are you hungry? We've got lots of cakes and donuts, and if you want anything else, just tell me. We've got everything you could want.
Really? Everything? Wow. This is such a cool villa with a pool. Excuse me, do you have fries? Of course. Would the gentleman perhaps like their palm frite with truffles? Sorry, with what?
With truffles. Try it, it's delicious.
Truffle is the most expensive mushroom in the world. It grows as a tuber under the ground. The best truffle hunters are pigs, by the way.
Boink, boink.
But sometimes dogs are also used. And in Sardinia, even goats. Truffles go with many dishes. Pasta, pizza, and even fries.
cool. You never said that you live like this. It's amazing.
Why? Does it matter? Nah, not at all. Hi, sweeties. Could you move your party inside? I'd like to chill for a bit.
Who is that?
That's Chloe, my big sister. Should we really go inside now? Yes, but not because of Chloe. I want to show you something. Come with me.
Gosh, what's that?
That's my birthday present. Wow. It's the Playmo heads. I don't believe it. They're playing for your birthday.
Hey now, baby, I'm a moving with your vibration. Hey now, baby, got me losing my concentration.
That's what I call an amazing birthday. But I still better see how Robert is doing. Whether he's still so scared.
Come on, Robert. Let's drive to the office.
No, I'm staying under my quilt. The world is way too dangerous.
Trust me, we are as safe as we can possibly be.
No. There are men in strange suits outside the door. And bank robbers. And climate change.
Fine, then we'll just stay here. Oh, I have an idea. Watch this. There, soon you'll be feeling better.
Go for it, Mia. Happy birthday, Mia. Party on and let it rip. You've got a full house today. Yes, exactly. Lots of love, Mia, and love to your parents.
Sure. Thanks, everyone. Till next week. My parents will be back then.
Take care.
I can't believe it. The Playmo heads. Mia, by the way, where exactly are your parents? In Iceland. They're shooting a film there at the moment. Novelmore or something like that. On your birthday? Yeah, unfortunately, they couldn't delay the shoot. But we have a video call every day, so it's not that bad. Really? Do you not miss them? I wonder, could we phone Robert when he's on Mars?
If he can even fly in his condition. Your dad will sort that out. 5 portions of fries with French summer truffle.
Wow, so yummy! I've got to have it soon. Soon. Now.
Now? What now? I'll tell you what's now. This is the final straw. I can't be bothered hanging around here anymore. I want to go to Mia's party.
You want what? Robert!
I'm going to do what I want to do now. I'm a free robot.
Ouch!
What is this stupid car doing in the way?
Emergency stop! Emergency stop! Where is it? There.
Target secured.
It's all fine. He is under control again.
Oh dear. Simply turned off our Robert. This feelings business is very complicated. I'll be interested to see what the kids think when they get home.
Hello, we're back. We had the best... What's wrong with Robert?
Trust me. This is for the best. He was so furious. I'll turn him back on tomorrow.
Mr. Parker has just fallen asleep. If you want me to be featured again in the next episode, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Please.
Hello and welcome to Playmo City, or at least to the vicinity of Playmo City. Wait, where are we off to now? It's pretty dark, and somehow a little damp. Shh, I hear something.
No, I'm not getting in there. Forget it, Fisheye. The flight in the chopper was enough for me. Don't be like that. My old friend, Professor Carl Chill, has sent me an invitation. He wants to show me his mega cool ice machine that can be used to freeze all of Playmo City. You don't want to miss that, do ya? What did you say? All of Playmo City? Even the scrapyard? What? Well, of course, even the scrapyard. Come on now, stop talking nonsense. We don't want to arrive too late for an invitation like this. I'd prefer not to arrive at all for an invitation like that.
Excuse me? I mean, of course, we don't want to show up too late. Oh man, these super bad guys have really got a few screws loose.
What did you say? No, I mean, well, to the Arctic. Aye, to the Arctic.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound good at all. A meeting of super bad guys at the Arctic? With a guy who wants to use his ice machine to freeze all of Playmo City? One could almost feel a little sorry for Eddie. We should really warn the inhabitants of Playmo City. Perhaps Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker!
We can't do that right now. We are in the middle of a serious father and son conversation, in a matter of speaking. Robert appears to be going through a kind of puberty at the moment. I need to take firm control of the situation. So, Robert, why don't you want to go to school? I thought you enjoyed it.
I do enjoy school.
Then why don't you want to go there anymore?
I do want to go to school.
But you just said that you don't want to. It's probably yet another programming error. I don't understand this. Well, I'll take you to my office first, and we'll see what we can do.
Could we take a quick look into my classroom before that?
I think I know what might be wrong with Robert. And it has nothing to do with a programming error, and more to do with... But let's wait a little and take a look at how far Captain Fisheye and Eddie have gone in the meantime.
Ah! Help! Are we really safe in this underwater nutshell? Of course we are. I designed the boat myself. Oh no, not that! Little fishes! And this ice machine, I mean... How does he do this freezing thing? I don't know yet. Really? Well, is there a telephone at the Arctic? Or Wi-Fi? You ask some strange questions. Come on, out of my way, whale. Are we traveling back to Playmo City with this chilly character, or will he follow later? All your questions are getting on my nerves. Of course we are traveling back together. I want to be there when we freeze Playmo City. And his name is Chill, by the way. Professor Carl Chill. Stinking sea slugs. What on earth is that? Ah! Phew. We just managed to avoid it. We nearly ended up like the Titanic.
The RMS Titanic was the world's biggest ship at the time. During its maiden voyage from England to North America on April 14, 1912, it collided with an iceberg and sank within 2 hours and 40 minutes. Since there were not enough lifeboats on board and many people drowned as a result, the sinking of the Titanic is considered one of the greatest seafaring catastrophes.
Wow, those two bad guys had a really lucky escape there. I can't wait to see what Eddie does now. You're probably wondering how Robert and Mr. Parker are getting along.
What are you doing?
I just want to hear if she is saying anything.
Who?
B-25 Alpha, of course.
Ah, I have only just built her. She turned out well. I took a completely obsolete model and completely reworked all the internal parts.
Oh, yes. She has the most beautiful antennas in the world. And when she looks at me, I feel as if my batteries will blow up. I get such a warm feeling inside. I can't speak when I'm near her. It's as if all my data is deleted as soon as I see her.
What? I see. I'm starting to understand. That is not a programming error. That is love.
I thought so all along. Yes, that happens when one suddenly has feelings. Well, at least Mr. Parker doesn't have to keep working on Robert's programming. And since this puzzle has now been solved, we are free to take another look at the Arctic.
Welcome to the Arctic, my terrifyingly evil guests. Greetings to you, my favorite bad guy. I'm delighted to be here. Oh, that looks very frightening.
Yes, of course. I'm going to use them to put Christmas on ice. That stupid festival of love. What use is that to a Playmo?
Oh, yes, Christmas. I thought for a moment you wanted to freeze all of Playmo City.
Of course I want to do that. I will freeze everything that looks like Christmas.
But Santa Claus is up here at the North Pole.
He is, but we want to take him by surprise there.
And I thought we were going to Mars. Now hush and don't interfere with my plans.
Uh-oh. Eddie will have to think of something if he wants to save Lily in the scrapyard. What am I saying? If he wants to save the whole city. The poor inhabitants of Playmo City have no idea of the danger that threatens them. Quite the contrary. They are currently in the best of spirits.
And Robert is really in love? That is simply enchanting. Oh, look, that stroller is really nice.
You're right. It also rides smoothly. I could fit an electric motor and an autonomous processor unit. Then it would drive all by itself. I would only need to...
No, darling. We will push our baby ourselves.
Oh, okay. Do you think? Oh, well, perhaps you are right. Anyway, what was I actually going to say? Oh, yes. I had no idea what was wrong with Robert until he was there standing outside his classroom.
And have you spoken to each other?
Oh, yes. She told me that I wrote beta incorrectly.
That sounds so romantic.
Yes, I think so too.
But B-25 Alpha can't be romantic. She also needs to have feelings. Dad will have to program them.
Oh no, is this whole drama going to start all over again?
Yes, that is a fantastic idea. Apart from that, Mr. Parker now knows all about feelings and emotions. I hope. Let's have a thumbs up for Mr. Parker.
Things are really going to start happening today in Playmo City.
That is disgusting.
Robert has probably woken up the entire city with his shouting. What's going on with him?
Yeah.
And where on earth is he? Ah, in the kitchen.
Spider.
What's going on with you?
It stinks of coffee in here. I can't stand it.
But fresh coffee smells good.
Don't you know how many germs there are in a coffee machine? As many as there are in a drain.
I think we'll take a drive over to the Space Center and keep working on the programming.
A drive? I will never get into the car again. Even public toilets have fewer germs than your steering wheel.
Then I guess I'll have to work at home again today. Well, it looks like Mr. Parker has quite a bit of work to do today. And the children too. They want to look for a hiding place for Robert. We'd best fast forward the day a little bit. So, we'll skip to the end of the school day. Well then, where should we begin?
Maybe at your house, Mia. It's certainly big enough. Nothing and nobody gets past our butler. There is no way we can hide Robert there.
I would love it if Robert came to my place, but my dad lives there too, and you know what he's like.
I might be able to take him to my house. I'm mostly home alone anyway. Oh, that looks really nice.
Maybe we could hide Robert here? In the refrigerator? You must be hungry. You're right. Look at this. It's delicious.
Take whatever you want. Maybe Robert can live in my room? You go horseback riding? Yes, I've been doing it pretty much since I could walk.
Cool.
And have you got your own horse? Yes, she's called Fanny.
And where does Fanny live?
At the riding school. Maybe we could hide Robert there.
A robot at a riding school? What is he going to do all day there?
He could learn to ride.
That's only for girls. No, it isn't. I think horseback riding is really cool.
Guys, Robert is supposed to be hiding, not taking riding lessons. Let's check out the riding school. That's the best idea we have come up with so far.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it. Wow, what's going on here? It looks like a competition is taking place at the riding school. Cool.
Yes, that's fantastic. But, Yuna, why aren't you taking part? Yes, oh, you know what I'm like. I'm too scared. But come on now, we need to find a hiding place. I'm sure you would ride really well in the competition. Oh, he's also not a bad rider. Do you know that boy who is riding now? That's Flynn. His parents own the riding school.
It's really dusty here.
That's right. So what? It's also a stable. But I'm worried that we just won't get Robert in here. Well, I'm all out of ideas.
Now, this is no time to give up. There is still some time left until Robert's liftoff, and who knows what state he will be in by then. In fact, we don't actually know how he is at the moment. Mr. Parker has been playing around with his programming for quite a while now.
Don't touch. Not with the hands either.
Yes, I know already. There are dirt and sweat and bacteria everywhere.
In fact, Up to 80% of all illnesses are transmitted by the hands. Regular hand washing is the only remedy, and you need to do it for at least 30 seconds using soap.
I've nearly got it. Now.
Oh, Mr. Parker. Have I ever told you how much I appreciate you taking such good care of me?
So, how do you feel?
I feel just great, thank you.
Yes, at last. Everything looks calm. Have you figured it out, Dad? Phew, Mr. Parker has definitely earned a thumbs up. Finally, everything has turned out well. What a piece of luck.
What a wonderful family I have. But now, I am a little tired. The last few days have been pretty stressful. Good night. But don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and see you next time.
Hello and welcome to...
Come on, you'll have to get up a little earlier if you want to keep up with me.
Wow, Eddie, you are far too heavy. Otherwise, we would have caught up with him long ago. Why me? I'm not the one guzzling burgers all day. It's always me.
Okay, I'll start again. No, under no circumstances am I doing that. Oops, what have we stumbled on here? But first, I need to greet all of you. So, welcome. There's no need to look at me like that. That is not an option. Excuse me. So, one more time. Welcome to a new... No, and that is my final word. Okay, I give up. There appears to be trouble brewing at the Parkers today. But why?
Please, Dad. Really, darling, you can't do that.
But that would be totally cool. No, I will not be programming any feelings for B-25 Alpha. And that is the end of the matter. Come on, Robert. We have to get to the Space Center.
Don't hang your antennas like that. It will all be okay, Robert. Remember what we talked about.
Well, this promises to be another interesting day in Playmo City. What have Robert and Lisa been discussing? Wait, why is there so much traffic this morning? Ah, the Christmas market is being set up. That's great. Mr. Parker will certainly take a little longer to get to work. And we can quickly check on the latest developments at the North Pole with Eddie and his evil colleagues.
That is a diabolically good idea, Professor Chell. Why do you suddenly want to freeze over Christmas? I thought we wanted to go to Mars. All in good time, Eddie. Let the professor start by freezing over Playmo City. That's part of my plan. Once everything has been frozen, we can gain access to the Space Center without being disturbed. Can't we steal the professor's ice catapult and just freeze the Space Center? Let the professor have his fun. Anyway, what do we care about Playmo City? But my scrapyard and Lily...
What is that guy talking about the whole time?
Oh, nothing. Eddie just likes to talk.
Oh dear, that doesn't look good for Eddie and his scrapyard. And unfortunately, not for the other inhabitants of Playmo City. Oh wait, the freezing test is about to start.
Well, polar bears, you won't be running around for much longer.
Are you going to freeze the polar bears?
Sure. I have to test my ice catapult before I set off for Playmo City. So all I need to do is press this button and zing! Everything will be frozen solid in an instant.
But why the polar bears? We could just freeze Santa's front door shut here at the North Pole. Then we wouldn't need to go to to Playmo City.
Man, your buddy really is a pain in the neck. Where did you come across him?
Relax, he has his uses. Eddie knows about robots and the like.
I would never have guessed.
Ahem, I can hear you.
That's it. We are near enough. Now, watch closely. Those polar bears are about to become ice cubes.
Polar bears are the largest land-based predators. However, they are considered to be an endangered species. If the sea ice in the Arctic melts as a result of climate change, polar bears could even become extinct. That is why it is important to save the polar bears.
Sorry, just one more thing. How about we leave out the scrapyard in Playmo City? Honestly, Santa Claus has never been there.
Man, why does he have to keep talking?
I was just saying, what does my scrapyard have to do with Christmas?
Okay, enough already.
Oops. Oh no, he can't do that. Professor Carl Chill has actually frozen Eddie.
And that is exactly what is going to happen to Santa Claus, too.
Oh no, no, no! And the poor inhabitants of Playmo City have no idea of the danger that threatens them. Right now, they are all looking forward to the spirit of Christmas.
What is all that stuff you're carrying around?
Oh, Lisa explained to me how to win over one sweetheart.
With an old cassette recorder?
It's supposed to create a romantic atmosphere.
Then I hope it works for you.
Thank you. Good morning, my dear B25 Alpha. Look, these are for you. Flowers comprise up to 95% water. Their cell walls are made of cellulose fibrils. But they are for you, to look at, to remind you of me. Oh, right. Wait a minute.
Oh, my pretty baby.
Would you like to go on a date with me? We could go to the ice rink, for example, or to the Christmas market. Lisa says that Christmas markets are very romantic. The tradition of Christmas markets can be traced back to Germany in the 14th century and is therefore more than 600 years old. Back then, the markets were held to allow people to stock up for the upcoming festivities.
Robert, we would like to begin the lesson. Please go to your seat.
Well, Robert, how did it go?
Good evening to you too, Lisa. Nobody pays me any attention.
Nothing worked at all.
Wasn't she even a little bit pleased?
Well, the music was a little corny. I probably wouldn't be that pleased either.
Bennett!
All right, little sister, you're right. We just have to persuade Dad to program feelings into B25 Alpha as well.
Exactly. Don't be sad, Robert. We'll figure it out. You know what? We'll just take B25 Alpha with us to the Christmas market. I'm sure Dad won't mind. And when the two of you are standing under a sprig of mistletoe, she will definitely kiss you. According to an old custom, a couple that kisses under a mistletoe branch is sure to be happy.
And you think that will do the trick?
Absolutely.
Well, I can't wait for the next episode of Playmo High to see if the old trick with the mistletoe actually works and to see what happens with Santa in Playmo City.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me.
Will you stop licking me? I'm warning you, once I'm defrosted again, you will all be sorry.
What a sunny morning in Playmo City. The Parkers have just got up. I wouldn't normally disturb them at breakfast time, but I just have to know how Robert is doing today and whether Mr. Parker has managed to reprogram him.
Do you feel completely burnt out as well? Always having to work at the press of a button, day in, day out, and nobody ever asks how you are?
Darling, can you come here, please?
I suspect programming Robert to have normal feelings didn't work out so well.
No, he looks really sad. I preferred yesterday's happy programming. Robert has spent the last 20 minutes sharing all his problems with our toaster. Can you please do something?
Oh dear. It is not at all as easy as I imagined. But at least I can bring Robert to the Space Center Robot School today, which means I will be able to work in peace. An important test is scheduled for today.
Can't we bring him with us to our school again? Please? Please?
No, I already told you about the security precautions. Robert must come with me to the Space Center.
Bummer.
I'm sure it will be very nice for Robert there, with lots of other robots his own age.
Nothing is nice. Nothing at all. Everything leaves us cold. Isn't that right, my friend?
Haha, it's all good. What are they doing here? Oh man, I hope I can straighten everything out again. It can't be that difficult to program feelings. Oh no, now I have to get some gas as well.
You're the same. All you ever do is give, give, give. That's so sad.
Ooh, Robert can really make you feel sorry for him. So can Mr. Parker. Now he also has these agents on his back who are making sure that the Mars mission is not put at risk. Well, at least they will leave Mr. Parker in peace on the Space Center premises.
Boss, Agent X, we're securing the entrance now. Over and out.
Oh my, it's clear that they take their job very seriously indeed. But first, let's see how Mr. Parker and Robert are doing. Robert is starting training today at the Space Center Robot School.
Today we have a new pupil. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
No.
Perhaps you could at least tell us your name.
No, I don't want to.
Uh-oh, it looks like this is going to be tough. Who on earth programmed him?
We're having a few difficulties at the moment, but trust me, Robert is actually very straightforward. Anyway, I need to get to a rocket test now. I'll pick him up again after that.
Oh dear. Well, that's not the best first school day for Robert. Let's see if the mood is any better over at Playmo High. Wow, school is already out?
Oh, it's so great that we finished school early today. It's a bit of a pre-birthday present. So, are you coming to my party nice and early tomorrow then?
Of course. What are they up to?
We're collecting the reward, you dummy.
What kind of reward? Do they mean the reward for capturing Eddie and Captain Fisheye? And a handsome reward at that. Uh-huh.
And you reckon this is really safe?
Of course. Come on. Or do you not want to collect the reward?
The reward for arresting robbers can also be called bounty. In some countries, a bounty hunter is a proper job that pays really well.
Hey, look there.
Isn't that Eddie's girlfriend?
You're right, it is her. I saw her in the newspaper. She'll know where Eddie is for sure. Come on, follow them. It would be mega cool if we could whip the reward from under Darren and the others' noses.
Nose? Which nose?
No, don't do it. Ugh. They can't just go off on a bounty hunt on their own. No sign of Eddie.
He's hardly going to train in the fitness center when the whole city is searching for him. She's going somewhere else. Could she be buying the flowers for Eddie?
I couldn't imagine Eddie being thrilled by flowers. Of course not. Wait, doesn't she live in the scrapyard?
Why have you been following me the whole time?
We're looking for Eddie.
I don't know where he is either. Since his arrest, I haven't heard anything from him. Well, I believe her. Me too.
Bummer. Goodbye, lovely reward.
I'm almost a little sorry for her.
Lily really did look like she didn't know where Eddie is. She almost looks a bit sad. Almost as sad as... Robert! Let's see how he's getting along at school.
Attention, attention. Could somebody please collect little Robert from robot school? I repeat, could somebody please...
Clearly, things are not going so well. Mr. Parker needs to reprogram Robert urgently. And until he has managed to do that, he would really appreciate an encouraging thumbs up, just like Robert.
I'm so homesick. I want to go home.
Well then, we're off to Playmo City. Christmas will be gone before it even gets going.
Exactly. That Santa Claus had better be dressed for the cold. Isn't that right, little Eddie? You know what that feels like. When I get out of here, then...
Well, things are going to start happening soon. The bad guys are making their way to Playmo City, where they are going to freeze Christmas. Oh man.
Oh, cool. It's snowing. I can't wait to go to the Christmas market.
Oh yes, I'll eat all your cotton candy again.
No, this time I will pay more attention, little brother. And I'm looking forward to bratwurst with sweet almonds and gingerbread cookies with potato noodles.
What? Yuck! Why do expectant mothers always have to have such a strange appetite? Ugh.
And I'm looking forward to B25 Alpha.
Oh man, if the Parkers only knew. If all of Playmo City only knew. But they are all just getting into the Christmas spirit.
And zip up your jacket so you don't freeze. Don't eat too much, sweetie. Otherwise you will get a stomach ache and... Yes, Mom. Have fun.
I don't understand why you and your friends don't just eat candy apples here. We have Japanese Sekai-ichi apples, the most expensive apples in the world, flown in especially for you.
Thank you, but I will be eating a regular Christmas market apple.
See what I mean? Everyone is in a Christmassy mood.
Keep an eye on your possessions. There are often pickpockets lurking at Christmas markets.
Well, almost everyone is in a Christmassy mood, each in their own special way. In the meantime, the Parkers have already collected B25 Alpha and are arriving at the beautiful Christmas market in Playmo City. Can we go to the ice rink?
Let's go to the pickled gherkin stand first.
Ugh, pickled gherkins.
I think Robert wants to take a ride on the big wheel with B25 Alpha first. We arranged to meet the others there anyway.
Oh yes, B25 Alpha. You'll love it.
Good. Then I'll go and eat gherkins with Mom, with sweet almonds or something.
Doesn't seem to be going all that well. No, not really. Maybe we should go look for the mistletoe branch.
Maybe we should just go look for the chocolate fruit stand instead.
Incidentally, Christmas markets have been around since the Middle Ages. In the past, they were held so that people could stock up on provisions for the winter. They sold handcrafted items, but also gingerbread cookies and nuts. And the tradition with the sprigs of mistletoe, well, nobody knows for sure where that comes from. But who cares? The main thing is, it helps.
Mistletoe, Christmas markets, they would be better watching out for the bad guys. But how can Bennett and his friends know that Christmas is about to be frozen over? Perhaps they will be lucky. The bad guys might have a breakdown. That sometimes happens. Let's take a look.
When will we ever get there?
Not for a while.
I'm totally bored, and I'm hungry.
And this moaning is getting on my nerves.
All right. I won't say another word.
Oh dear, Captain Fisheye had another lucky escape there. Well, at least it looks like the bad guys won't be arriving in Playmo City just yet.
Look, B25 Alpha, a sprig of mistletoe. This gingerbread cookie appears to be made from interesting ingredients. Could I please have a piece for analysis purposes?
Well, that was a complete failure.
That's because B25 Alpha is an analysis robot. She can't help it.
Oh, now my chest hurts, and my circuit board feels very heavy. That is not pleasant.
Darling?
Yes? Oh, all right then. I'm sorry for Robert as well. Anyway, I will program B25 Alpha to have feelings. Boy, oh boy. See, I'm doing what you want me to do.
Yes!
Hey, Yuna.
Hi, Flynn.
You were really good at the training session yesterday. Maybe you should compete in the New Year's competition. Otherwise, I'll have no competition at all.
Thank you. I will think about it. Oh, but that's the boy from the competition. Yes, Flynn. His parents own the riding school. Aha!
Oh, I think someone else wants to stand under the mistletoe branch. Do you think? I hate to interrupt, but there is still that little problem with the Arctic rebels and Captain Fisheye. I'm no longer including Eddie here because he is more like a little lamb compared to the other two. Or maybe more like an ice cube.
Look here, Fisheye. Over there, I can already see the lights of Playmo City.
At last. Oh, and when are we going to thaw him out again?
We'll see.
What's happened to your plan to hide Robert before the Mars mission? You don't talk about it anymore.
I'm not so sure. I think he should fly to Mars with B-25 Alpha.
I think so too.
Sleep well, B-25 Alpha.
Oh, this is all so exciting. I hope Christmas can be saved.
Dear Mr. Santa Claus, please don't let Christmas get frozen over, or Playmo City, or my dear Lily. I will always be good from now on. I promise. Please, Mr. Santa Claus,